Hi there. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh wait, which one is my channel? Is it like wait give me a second. I'll switch it back to my channel to see if I'm online. And yeah, let's see my channel and live. Is this guy live? Okay, I'm live. All right, guys, welcome back. Okay, I renamed this thing to Ask Jason Anything because I think I know. I just think probably it's time to change the name a little bit. So it's now called Ask Jason Anything. Okay. All right. So what's up? I think this is Chiwai, right? I'm seeing this on YouTube, so I can't see you. Okay. Now, what is this? France. Now, who are you rooting for? I know, right? In 1 hour time, we're gonna have probably the playoff of the year. It's the final of World Cup. Seriously, I have not watched one single um, I have not watched one single match up to today. So I'm not planning to break the tradition. I'm just not gonna watch anything. All right, and we're just gonna look at the result. All right. So what's up, Kevin? What's up? What's up? Okay, now I like this. This is good. So who will win the World Cup tonight? Okay, who will win the World Cup tonight? I'm like the squid, right? Paul the octopus. The octopus, it was Paul the octopus. I mean, how many years back, right? Who was that? Who was that? Like Kevin say, what World Cup? We're like, no, right? Okay, I used to watch. I used to watch World Cup, but then again, I guess ever since I don't own a TV until now, I don't really watch anything like that anymore. So yeah. So who will win the World Cup? So basically, it's either Argentina or France. I know. I still know who actually gonna play in the World Cup final. I still know, although I don't watch any of them. I still know who are battling tonight. So I seriously don't know. I have not watched any one of them play, but obviously Chiwa is rooting for what France, right? Who else? Anyone actually rooting for anyone? I think it's fun. I think it's fun. Yeah. Actually, quite long. I don't know. I mean, I've not been following World Cup for many years, and this time around seems to be very long. I think the whole process, 1 year, 1 month plus, right? I don't know. Seriously. Okay, so yeah, and give me a winning team, and you can afford to sign up all my courses for. That's a good one. Okay, that's a good one. I don't know, seriously, but whatever it is, whatever you're actually rooting for, right? All the best, and I believe it's gonna be a match of really like that we will never forget. I think it's gonna be a very good match. Yeah, I'm not planning to watch. Yeah, but I do watch some of the replay occasionally of certain matches and all that. I'm not the replay, just the clips. On how people play and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's always very interesting. Okay, so yeah, let's see. All right. Okay, now yeah, for those who are new to me, this is Jason. Hi, if this is the first time you see me, welcome to my Ask Jason Anything. It's what I do every Sunday night at 10 p.m. This is in Malaysia time. And what we do is very simple. If you have any Facebook advertising or digital marketing related questions, all you need to do is, okay, here's the steps, yeah? If you have any questions regarding Facebook advertising, digital marketing, YouTube advertising, TikTok advertising, I mean, these are things that I coach people for. So what you can actually do is you can go to my YouTube channel and try to search for an answer, because I've posted close to 900 videos on my YouTube channel. I've answered hundreds of questions about Facebook advertising and etc. Probably I already have an answer for your question that you are looking for. But then again, if you don't find anything that is relevant to what you are facing, the challenge that you are facing, all you need to do is find a video, okay, and then post the video, post the questions on the as a comment, on any video. And what I'll do is I'll pick them up, and of course, as long as it's a question, whether I can answer or not, I will bring it up. I'll bring it up over here. All right, and then we will actually go through this discussion, and then we will, because the reason why I don't want to reply to your comment, not to mean cocky or like whatever, but to be frank, in my opinion, when it comes to Facebook advertising and digital marketing related questions, it's very difficult to kind of like convey my real meaning or whatever I really want to say, via text. Maybe I'm not that strong with written communication, so I prefer to do like this. So I'll bring up a question and I'll answer your question. I'll do my best. If I know it, I will tell you, my best suggestion. If I don't have the answer, I would say, I'm sorry, I won't have it. But here, you see, I have a bunch of good friends over here. So basically, we can, look at, whoever who can support you with any answers they can possibly, have. So that's what we do. All right. Okay. Now, as we go in, somebody actually said you, I think this is, I'm not sure whether this is GY or whoever, right? You want to Potong Jalan, ask the format at Jin shared in Jason Nation. It's very interesting. You can't similarly back that post ad format. And in fact, I was just about to go in. In fact, this is a post. It looks like a boosted post because only posts can be in that format at the moment. It is a post where you actually can create a post in that manner with certain words in between. I mean, guys, for all of you who are not in Jason Nation, this is my community where, like dudes like Chiwai, Kevin, and Jin, they are all in my community. It's a paid membership where, like they have to, enroll, and not everyone can join this community because I want to make sure that you have, really like really serious Facebook advertiser, and you have learned our method of running Facebook ads. So what we do is in Jason Nation, we will answer questions, of course, and we will dive into your campaign where you can share your screenshot of your metrics. I will give you recommendations every single week. And on top of that, there are certain other perks such as free training every month and stuff like that. So if you're interested in joining Jason Nation, you can drop me a message on my Facebook page and I will send you the steps to apply for that. But nonetheless, GUI, quick answer to that, it's actually a boosted post, I believe. Because I know that is a post format. It's a post, regular post format. So you created that post and you use it as an advertisement. I believe that's the way they did it. Okay, anyway, we will discuss further on Thursday, but that's my quick answer to that. Okay, now thanks. All right, let me bring this down. So what we do here is we're going to go through some questions that I captured on my YouTube channel. All right, and this is where we're going to start, right? So yeah, so here's how it works, right? If you have any questions, post it as a comment on my YouTube channel, only YouTube channel, yeah? Okay, let's not do it over here. Only do it on the YouTube channel, so that it's a lot easier for me to capture the comments and store that. So yeah, and what I'll do is we will actually bring it in and answer here. So if you ask questions on any weekdays, just come back on the following Sunday, and I'll be able to give you the answer, live like this. All right, before we dive into it, I just want to quickly do a quick shout out about my new program. That's not a new program. It's the program that I'm going to do on coming Wednesday. Is it Wednesday or Thursday? Today is 18, 19, 20th, 21st. It's a Wednesday night. Okay, so on Wednesday night, coming Wednesday night, if you're watching the replay, then you probably missed it already. But if you do not, this is where I will be sharing with you three main things. This is an online event via Zoom, where I will share with you three main things. First, I will talk about the latest changes and trends when it comes to Facebook advertising and what you need to prepare for 2023. So that's the first topic, all right, about the changes, about the updates and stuff. Now, the second thing that I'll be covering is, what do we call that? I would actually break you down about the strategy, my recommended strategy for every single month. So I will give you the strategy for January, when you should start running ads, when you should slow down for different objective, for different industry, stuff like that for every single month. All right, I'll do some sort of like, like the strategy prediction. Yeah, so that you can plan ahead for 2023. And the third thing we're going to talk about here is I'm going to do a live demo to set up a Facebook ads campaign where I will be showing you my latest techniques. I have actually changed certain techniques, updated certain techniques when I'm actually using to run Facebook ads. So basically, I will actually walk you through the way I set up a two-step funnel framework kind of campaign and all the techniques that I use, what kind of new retargeting techniques that we are using, new exclusion techniques that we are using. So that's what we do. All right. So if you're watching this before 21st December 2022, scan this QR code on the right and sign up for the program. Okay. It's actually still at the early bird rate right now. So don't miss it. Sign up, and we're going to spend about 2 hours-ish together to walk through and to prepare you for the next year, which is 2023. It's a very important thing. Okay, now I can see a question coming up. I do not know who is there, but don't worry, wait for it. Let me cover all these questions I have first, and then we will dive into that. Okay, now this is the first question coming from narcissistic abuse healing with Maria. Obviously, it's Maria, right? So Maria is asking. This is a question on my TikTok ad account video. So, okay, now Mara is saying, it seems as there is no option to create a business sender. If you try, it takes you straight, to setting up an ads account. Okay, here's the thing. Certain features may not be available in certain countries, just like Facebook, all right? I mean, now, in fact, TikTok advertising is not, TikTok shop and stuff like that is not available in all countries around the world. So probably that is one of the features that is missing in your country. Yeah, that's my best guess. But nonetheless, Maria, don't worry. You can, proceed with running ads on TikTok, even using a personal account. I mean, the only difference I always, talk about here is, when you're actually doing it in the business center, it's very similar to our business manager, where you get a more structured way of managing your assets on TikTok. You probably would have multiple TikTok account, multiple team members, multiple, ad accounts. Okay, so yeah, that's a lot, more organized if you do everything within the business center, just like what we do in Business Manager on Facebook, right? So we can have multiple pages, multiple team members, multiple ad accounts. So it's a lot easier for us to organize multiple pixels. Yes, I mean, in that way. But if your need is only to run ads for your own business, I think we do not need to really like drill into that particular thing that we must get a business center in order to start. You can actually start with a personal ad account. I think it's perfectly okay. Okay, Maria, thank you for the question. Okay, now the next one is coming from Mikhail. So Mikhail commented on my video. Oh, this is the free training I did this year, sorry. Yeah, earlier this year, about how to start Facebook advertising right in 2022. And I think it is still applicable for 2023 as well. So inside there, I cover a lot of topics about how you should start right when it comes to Facebook advertising. So if you're new, or probably want to learn if you have been advertising, but you want to make sure that you cover all the fundamentals, you can go through that video. It's available on my YouTube channel. You guys can go and take a look. So Mikhail is asking, how does my contingency system work? How do we avoid getting too many blocks? That's a very good question. Okay, now, there is no contingency plan. The best contingency is do not do anything that Facebook do not allow us to do. I think that's a very straightforward answer. So before you start advertising, I will always recommend that, hey, go through all the, like the learning that they provide you, and that they will always give you some, guidance about what are the things that you should do or you shouldn't do, some rules and some terms and all that. You just need to Google Facebook advertising terms and Facebook advertising do's and don'ts. There are a lot of articles covering stuff like that. Don't sell anything that is not allowed. Don't use any words or images that is not allowed, and you will be perfectly fine. But if you're doing all these, I can say there is no contingency plan. You can set it up and you will still get banned anyway, because Facebook, whatever they do, they will find a way. And in fact, nowadays, there are a lot of issues with accounts, issues and all that. I would say it's a lot more important for us to take very good care of our ad account, be it personal ad account, your business manager, pages, personal profile, even. I think we have to take a very good care about all these assets we have, because to be frank, like it or not, Facebook and Instagram combined, they are still the best digital advertising platform, around. So a lot of people talk to me like, now on my Fiverr, I'm getting at least one order every single day from people from around the world who are having problems with their ad account and stuff like that. So please, okay, your business still depends on it. While we are all looking at, YouTube could be, yes, YouTube is important, but TikTok is another rising platform. But real action still come from Facebook and Instagram combined for most countries and for most industries. So I would say, well, if you still need to use them to run your business, might as well you play by their rules. That's what I think, right? Okay, Mikhail, no contingency plan. Just make sure you don't do anything that is not allowed and violating the rules. Because even if you don't violate rules, you might still get flagged anyway. So let's not do anything funny. Okay, Thanks, Miguel. But just in case if you need any help, you want us to look at whatever issue that you're having, right? I mean, there are a lot of people having issues like ad account block, permanent disability on your ad account or your profile. There are many situations that could happen. Like the other day, I spoke to someone from Canada. You know what she did? She went to Cuba. The moment she landed in Cuba and on her phone, I mean, of course, with the roaming and all that, immediately she received a message that her Facebook page is flagged. She never did anything wrong. It's a very legit business, never done anything wrong because I actually, audited her business page and all that, but she got flagged. So very funny things can happen. I would say every single case that I see now is actually pretty unique. So if you need somebody's help to look at your situation, if you face any account disability and stuff like that, you can scan this QR code, buy me a coffee, and we can spend half an hour together to look at your situation, and I will give you recommendations. No, I mean, this is not just about having an issue with your account. It could be any questions you have about Facebook advertising and digital marketing that you want me to take a closer look on your situation to give you personalized recommendation. We can do that. Okay, so this is a QR code where you can scan. It will take you to Fiverr. All you need to do is to buy me a coffee, and we can spend half an hour together to look at whatever issue that you're having right now. Okay, so that's what we do. Now let's continue with the next one. How to get verified on Facebook. This is a video that I posted a while ago. So Josh was asking, hey Jason, would you get banned if you use a Google Doc as your privacy policy page? The answer is no so far. Okay, here's the thing. All right, when you're running ads, especially lead gen ads, okay, for lead gen ads, you are required to submit a, like a privacy policy document. So what Facebook always asks for is a URL. Let's say they assume that you have your privacy policy published on your website. So they want you to paste the link into, the terms and condition, as in like, the privacy policy link as a disclaimer or something like that. So if you don't have a website, how? Yeah, if you don't have a website, our workaround is you can actually use Google Doc and publish your own privacy policy. Of course, you got to put in your company name and all this kind of stuff, right? And publish that URL, the document, into a public viewable document. And then after that, you use that to put it into the lead form, terms and conditions. So you actually can use this method as a workaround to start running Facebook lead gen campaign. So I have a video talking about how you do that. You can actually go to my YouTube channel and search for privacy policy for lead gen or something like that. I forgot. So that would bring you to a video that I walk you through. I even give you the sample of a privacy policy that you can just download it and amend it according to whatever. So you can publish it and straight away start using that as a privacy policy. Yeah, so far, I've received a lot of likes and a lot of comments on that video itself. So far, nobody reported to me that they actually get banned using this method. So I will assume it is still a workable workaround. So that's what I think, Josh, but thanks for the question. Okay, then the next one is coming from Heiko. Heiko is asking, this is about my video about why Facebook banned Facebook ad accounts. Okay, I think we talked about the main reason is because they want to make sure that it's human at the back. So Heiko was asking, why ban? Why not just start at asking your ID and a video confirmation call? I don't know. It's good that you raised the question, and I hope any Meta team members are watching this as well. I think Heiko gives a, I don't know, but I don't know, maybe they have some concern about, not everybody wants to go through this process and also, but nonetheless, I would say if you are running ads on Facebook, one way or another, you encounter this issue, which is Facebook will kind of like disable your account for a while and always look for the instructions, because what they usually do, they always give you the next step. Do not cry for, they never tell me what to do next. They always give you the next step. Okay, what they will usually do is to actually ask for your ID. What they really want is to confirm that you are a real human behind your account. That usually would actually, set things right and everything will be okay. But of course, occasionally there are certain issues like, able to validate your ID and stuff like that. But so far so good. I would say probably all advertisers will have to go through that step. So go through that and everything will be fine. I think this is only happening to Facebook advertisers for now. So especially if you're a new Facebook advertisers, do not panic when you have this issue. All we need to do is to follow the steps and get things fixed. Okay. And now here's another rule of thumb. This is what based on my, I don't know, tens of close to about 50 calls that I had with different Facebook advertisers from all around the world. Make sure you respond to any requests promptly as soon as you can. Okay, last time the deadline is 30 days. If you do not respond in 30 days, it becomes permanent restriction. I think now you are required to respond within 7 to 14 days. I do not really sure because I have not gone through touchwood this issue for a while right now, but it's about within a week. Try to respond as soon as you can to make sure that you actually do it within the time frame that is given to you. So that's what I think. Okay, now, but nonetheless, if you need help, let's say if you have your account banned that you are not sure what to do, right? You can actually scan this QR code, buy me a coffee. I mean, the moment you scan this, you'll bring you to Fiverr, buy me a coffee, and we can spend half an hour together to look at your situation. Because to be frank, every single case is pretty unique on its own. There are many situations, and not every cases are gone case. There are certain cases that are very minor. Like the other day, I was just talking to somebody from, I think, Greece. So his problem was having the page restricted. So we just need to create a new page and everything can start up and running again. So yeah, not everything needs to go to that extent of like, oh, you got to borrow somebody's profile to create a new business manager and stuff like that. Not necessarily, but I won't be able to advise you until I look at your account. So all you need to do is scan this QR code, buy me a coffee, and we can spend half an hour together to look into your situation. All right. So that's that. And the next one is coming from what? So Punk TV. So Punk TV. Okay, this is another video about Facebook ads account permanent restriction. So if you have Facebook ads account permanently restricted, watch this video and do this, right? So Punk is asking what to do when the personal account is permanently restricted from running ads. I mean, there's nothing else you can do but to start a new profile. So when you start a new profile, remember, do not, here's the rule of thumb, yeah? When you have your personal account restricted, permanently restricted, and if your motive is to start running ads, to continue running ads because your business depends on Facebook advertising, now, so how we do it. First thing first, what you do not do is create a new profile and immediately use that to run ads, to create a new ad account, create a new business manager, whatsoever. I will 100% guarantee that you will immediately get permanent ban again. Almost 100% that this is quite certain. All right, do not do that. You can still create a new profile, but don't immediately get involved in advertising yet. Create a new profile, start regular posting and commenting and making friends and all that. Brew it for a while, about 2-3 months. Just let it be at the site because that's your profile, right? I mean, on the other hand, if your business requires to okay, I have to find another way to start running ads, right? Okay, now here's what we do. Borrow somebody else's profile. When I say borrow, do not mean create a new one. And when I say borrow, means you got to borrow it from somebody that is real. So what most people do is they either borrow their partner's account, even some borrow their parents' account, even their children's account, somebody that has, some account that has been there for like a while. So it has to be an established account. I mean, not to say established as in you post every day, but a real account that has been around for years. Okay, use that to create a business manager and create an ad account and start running ads. You don't need to wait immediately. And eventually you might hit into a problem where they will ask you to submit your ID and all that. Go through that because it's a real account, right? Use the ID and go through, submit that, and regularly start running ads to brew the business manager. At the same time, meanwhile, you go and do something with your newly created profile. So when everything is stable, you can add yourself back into the business manager as an admin to slowly take over things. So that's the proper way of doing things, right? So yeah, but nonetheless, like I said, if you need help, just scan this QR code and I'll be able to look at your situation and give you more personalized advice on how you can, navigate whatever issues or any challenges that you have when it comes to Facebook advertising right now. Okay, so these are all the questions that I received this week. Now, before I go, I think there is this question posted by someone on Facebook. So So the question is, why Meta asks for login code, even login with correct password? How to log in again? The login code somehow does not send via phone or email. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Because they want to make sure that it's double security. So why you're actually having this issue is probably because you actually enable the two-factor authentication, which means even if you put in your password, they usually will ask for another code, which usually send via message, SMS, or email, usually SMS. Now, what I would recommend, in fact, SMS is no longer safe. What I would recommend is to use the Google Authenticator. That's what we do. So all you need to do is to install a thing called Google Authenticator. So every time you need to log in, they will actually generate a passcode, constantly generating new passcode for you. So it's a time sensitive. I think each passcode will last for about like 15 seconds. So when you log in, use that code and put it in and everything will be fine. So that would have lesser issue about, oh, sometimes SMS doesn't get through and stuff like that. I think it's a necessary thing to do. Enabling two-factor authentication is definitely good, because I've seen so many horror stories about, your profile got hijacked, got hacked, which will affect the entire business. Like one of my students the other day, not the other day, a while ago, his profile got hacked, and that hacker came in and jeopardized the whole business because the page is gone, the ad account is gone, and the most important thing is he maintained a lot of groups of his students, and he's locked up from that. And he was the only admin to all these groups. Can you imagine the disaster? And you have to go through all of these people again and say that, hey, can you please talk to me and add me back? Imagine the hassle. It's horrible. So please make sure you enable the two-factor authentication, but you use it with the Google Authenticator. I think that's good. Okay, so that's that. Yeah. And somebody is saying, hoping to discuss more e-commerce to Facebook ads. Definitely. I think this is what we talk about, right? The FB Ads 2023. It's an event on the 21st of December, which is in 3 days' time. So if you watch this video or this replay of this live before that, I would strongly recommend that you sign up for this, because we'll cover 3 things. First, we will cover what do we call my observation on changes and trends of Facebook ads in 2022, and what you need to know about 2023. So it's not just about tools, it's about trends. Like, for example, what are the best best creative format you should look into, and stuff like that. It's very much on the trend, and get yourself ready for 2023. And the second thing we will talk about is the strategy for each month. So like January, when you should start scaling up your ad, and slow down your ad, and February when, March when, and blah, blah, blah for the entire year. And the third thing is I'm going to do a live walkthrough, that live demo on how I set up a Facebook ads campaign using my two-step funnel framework. And I'll be sharing with you my updated techniques and certain method that I use could be updated. You probably have learned with me before, but nonetheless, I think it will be beneficial for you to go through this, because we will definitely learn something new from this one. So the early bird ticket for this program, it is still available. Scan this QR code and go over and sign up, and I look forward to see you on the 21st. Okay, now I think there is one more question. So this is the question about if the Facebook page you use to advertise is very active. Will this help to improve your paid ads performance, nor this nothing to do with how active is the page? I would say, unless you are using you're running retargeting ad to target these people who are actively engaging with your page. But if you're targeting broad audience, I would say whether you have an active page or not, it doesn't really make a big difference. Because if you're targeting broad audience as a new audience, in fact, Facebook will do its job to reach more people, regardless whether your page is active or not. That's my quick answer to that. But of course, like I said, if you run retargeting, if you have a very active page, means you have more people that you can retarget based on the action that they do, then your retargeting campaign could be a lot more fruitful as well. So I would suggest that you go through my YouTube video about my two-step funnel. But let's say if you do still, like I'm not able to see your name, but if you are running ads and you want to know my method of running ads, I would recommend that you sign up to this FB Ads 2023, where I will be sharing with you my latest techniques as well. So that's what I do on the 21st. Okay, so I think that's it. That's pretty much it. All right, so so that's half an hour. That's 30 minutes, time's up. So that's what we do every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Malaysia time. And what you need to do to be featured here, if you want your answers to your questions, all you need to do is to post your questions as a comment on any videos on my YouTube channel, and I'll bring them over here to answer your question on the following Sunday night. So yeah, so just come back on Sunday night and follow me. And if you have questions, you can actually, as you see, you can join me live and post your questions as a comment, and I'll be able to bring them over to answer your question as well. Okay, so that's that. All right, I sign up for FBX 2023, and I'll see you next week. Basically, yeah. Oh, okay, I have another question coming up. This is very last minute. Is Facebook AI read content writing in ad level or for ads to target correct audience? Very good question. Yeah, I would actually drill deeper on this topic in my, live. I mean, in my event, FBX 2023. Scan this QR code and learn. But my short answer to this is yes. Facebook scans everything to help you find the best audience. But how do we take advantage of that? What are the methods that you should do? What are the approach that you should be looking into? I would recommend that you join my event. I will give you further explanation about, how you should take advantage of this sort of like, advancements of technology that Facebook is having right now. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you next week. And I look forward to see you on 21st in my FBX 2023 event. All right, guys, thank you so much, and enjoy your final match of World Cup. I don't know who's going to win. I'm not Paul the Octopus, but, well, somebody's going to win. So enjoy your match and enjoy the remaining of your weekend and Sunday, and have a good week ahead. I will see you next Sunday here as well at the same time. All right, thanks, guys. Good night. Bye.